Isarescu for Romania. Now, these are the important performances that we need to watch. Her first of 2 vaults.
Solid little jump forwards. It all depends on what start values the gymnasts have got on each piece there. The Yurchenko in, the half twist, straight front somersault, slapping the floor a little bit with her feet, not really elevated, but wisely going for rotation to make sure she gets to her feet. But the skill in getting the big score is actually getting enough elevation for the gymnast to judge her arrival onto the floor.
Well, the score there for Brooke Walker keeps Australia in 6th position for now. But 9-7, as we said earlier, needs to be the mean average score for the 4 best performances from the 5 who will take to the vault. And 9-3-5-0 with their first one out. They're a long way off. Fair to say that this was the bogey apparatus for the Russians so far, with Korkina and Prodanova struggling, but they've come back and really put the pressure on the Romanians.
But vault not easy to score on now. At one time we saw so many vaults getting sort of 9-8s and 9-9s, and that just doesn't happen anymore. The rating of their start value, their difficulty rating, has altered, and the judges are looking for much better quality of work on vault. The expectations of form and straight arms and length of vault, etc. And, of course, putting in 2 good quality vaults, not just 1. So it's much more about consistency and not just a flash-in-the-pan performance.
So this is where the focus of the international gymnast really does come into play. The crowd clearly being entertained somewhere else in the arena, whether it be the Chinese on A-bars, the Americans on the floor, or Australia on the beam. But this young Romanian needs to put all of that distraction behind her and come up with something special on her second vault. 4 9-7s Romania need. That looks almost impossible now for Andreea Isarescu.
But of course the Russians have got to come out and put a set of high 9s on beam, and that is a lot harder to do than it is on vault. On vault you've got 2 chances, you've got 2 vaults. You get rid of your adrenaline because it's aggressive, and beam you've got to caress your adrenaline. You've got to control your heart rate, you've got to control your nerves, you've got to really focus the mental concentration to think of the skill and not think, if I stay on, this is a team gold. You've got to really, as I said earlier, this is the physiological battle and the Russians will have the psychological. Now onto her second vault. Same vault, better execution. Jump forward the last time, they can do the same, or a different vault second time around, but the average of the 2 scores, beg your pardon, last time she had a Yurchenko in, a round off onto the board. That time it was just the Sukahara in, the Hristova vault. First time the Phelps.
Still a very important score to watch. No emotion shown whatsoever. She knows that she wants to put in more work. Tavian Balou there, the Romanian coach. Well, I'm sure he won't give us a smile until the end of today's proceedings. Certainly feeling a little uncomfortable, feeling the pressure put upon him by the Russians, as always in World Championship competition. But they're 9.406, Team Romania, the defending